trust advisor is checking on these 6 areas and is giving suggestions to you. If you follow, you will be part of as per best practices. If you don't follow, you'll be part of compliance. So cost optimization, performance. See, you see some results here. That means we as a cloud binary, we are using these other services. We are using DynamoDB. As of now, there is not, you see, for this extra charge. So nobody will give you all things free. Limited features they'll give you. Once you start using it, if you want more insights, they charge. Example, CloudWatch. What is CloudWatch? Monitoring tool. If you launch a EC2 instance in AWS, by default, CloudWatch is enabled to monitor CPU, RAM, networking, network out, disk outs. For how long? For every 5 minutes interval. If you want 1 minute interval, then you have to pay for it. Same logic goes here. If you want to enable the trust advisor on this particular services, you need to enable it. Apart from this, some is giving some suggestions. In terms of security, it's giving some suggestions. Clearly saying that MFA is not updated here. 9 minutes ago, we logged in. Specific ports unrestricted. S3 bucket permissions issue. EBS public snapshots. RDS public snapshot. IAMUs. So you will get recommendations here. You provision, you don't know something, you provision. Come back here and see. Is that service has any impact in terms of operational, in terms of service limits, in terms of fault tolerance, in terms of security, in terms of performance, in terms of cost optimization. Even you will get some recommendation to how to optimize your cost. You launched a EC2 instance of T2.medium. You're running your website. Nobody is accessing your website. Only 1-2 users. Why to run T2.medium? T2.micro is able to handle 49 customers. If you go with the T2.medium, 49 plus 49, almost close to 98. But one user is accessing. It will monitor for 1 week. For 24 hours, it will check. Again, next day, it will start giving you recommendations. I see that whatever the CPU or RAM you assign to this instance is over-provisioned. Who is giving that information? Is Compute Optimizer. Compute Optimizer is the one who is giving recommendation to you on your EC2 instance. Recommend optimal AWS compute resources for your workloads. See, you don't need 2-core processor, 2 GB RAM. You provisioned it. But nothing is happening on your machine. Then it will give you a recommendation. Recommend optimal AWS compute resources for your workloads. You thought of going with your own website. You launched EC2 instance. You're running a website, but nobody is accessing it. When somebody accesses it, it's only then CPU and RAM will be utilized. So Compute Optimizer is giving a recommendations on some services. What they are, I'm going to show you. Now you understood it. What Trust Advisor is going to give you? Trust Advisor is giving recommendations on these areas. On this, Trust Advisor is giving you recommendations. And what am I talking now? Utilization. As part of your utilization, we have another service called Compute Optimizer. As on today, Compute Optimizer is giving recommendations on these areas. EC2 instance, auto scaling groups, EBS volumes, lambdas, ECS, and licenses. Yesterday, I have showed you how to create SSL. Similar way, you will have license. Example, Microsoft Office 365. Is it open source? License based. If you want to use Office 365, you have to buy a license. You buy a license, you keep it in a license manager.